rising temperatures are having a severe impact on the world we live in, mandating mitigation strategies and adaptation. For aviation, the focus needs to be on the urgency of how. Collaboration is critical and must extend across the broader ecosystem, now more than ever. The Whittle Laboratory at Cambridge University is home to a unique project that embodies the spirit of cross-sector collaboration, the Aviation Impact Accelerator.
The challenges of the aviation sector is at the moment it produces about 2% of world CO2 emissions, but when you include the non-CO2 effects, this rises to about 5%. But the real problem is that one single flight from London to New York produces about 986 kilograms of CO2, which is more than most people in Africa, Asia, or South America produce in an entire year. Collaboration is so important because this is not just a technology problem. You need to understand human behaviour. You need to understand the way business operates. You need to understand government policy. And only through bringing all of these together can we really accelerate change.
Academia plays a very important role in bringing different stakeholders together, energising the entire aerospace ecosystem.
In many ways, academia is the source of many of the innovations and creativity that are required to drive a net zero transition. And the challenge is not only how do we accelerate the development of those ideas and innovations, but also critically how we get them off the lab benches in universities and into real world deployment and scale up.
The aerospace industry understands the power of cross-sector collaboration and realises this is where real change can happen.
No single organization can overcome successfully the challenges of decarbonizing flight. Okay, so the challenge is too big. We must work together and at pace. So, and more specifically, combining the networks of academia and industry, that's what makes the magic happen. That's where the brightest minds meet. And that's also where the toughest challenges can be overcome.
The ecosystem approach really is the way to move forward. In reality, no business can do it on its own. We've learned certainly from COP that the ideal outcomes are ensuring that we look at broader governments, broader business, energy, and all the different sectors to ensure that we can actually collaborate and develop insights together. Because ensuring that we can accelerate over this next decade is going to be the critical path, and only together can we do that.
The energy sector is one of the industries that play a critical role in transitioning aviation to net zero.
In terms of the role of the energy sector, they have a fantastic opportunity here to move the transition forward and accelerate the pace and the demonstration and the scale of opportunities that are there. I think the energy sector has already been at the front of transitions before, from wood to coal, from coal to gas, from gas to oil, and then into renewables. So they have a track record of being able to pull technologies and large-scale projects together.
In order to harness the power of ecosystem and facilitate the net zero transition, the Aviation Impact Accelerator developed evidence-based models and visualizations that map the whole aviation system and show how it can be accelerated to sustainability.
The emissions comparison tool that the Aviation Impact Accelerator is launching at Farnborough is particularly useful for industry to look at the holistic systems of systems approach and see all the way across the different fuel options and different technology options, all the way across the system in terms of impact from fuel generation right through to the emissions out of the back end of the aircraft. And this is really useful because it helps them to pinpoint where the uncertainties are, so where the risks are, and where they're coming from.
The emissions comparison tool is only one of the projects the aerospace industry can use to accelerate change to net zero. The Journey Impact Simulator also provides the data necessary to achieve it.
Journey Impact Simulator is a web-based tool and it allows people in industry, people interested in policy, but even people in the general public, people from school students, research students at universities, to explore and engage with the challenge of decarbonising aviation.
Both tools will be featured at the Aerospace Global Forum 2022, underpinned by the world's leading aerospace institutions, ADS and Farnborough International.